Welcome children to the video lectures of Social Science Standard 10th. This is the fifth video lecture of chapter number 18. In the previous video lecture, we saw two main important topics, that was why price should be controlled, and that we saw 6 points related to the price control, and we also saw what steps should be taken to control the price rise. In that we saw one of the main topics, that was the monetary measures. We saw how the banks reduce the lending policy, related to loans, and ultimately that will decrease the price rise. Today we are going to see about the second important topic, that is fiscal measures. Now fiscal is a word that is short form of two words, financial calculations. This is a simple word, fis, that is financial, and calculation. It is a short form of financial calculation, that is fiscal. Now what will happen? Fiscal measures. So here the government sees about the expense and the income of it. So here we are going to see about the expense and income of the government. Let us start. Fiscal policy means government strategy with respect to public expenditure. See, it is the policy related to public expenditure and rising revenue. Revenue means the income, how the government will spend the money, at the same time how the government will generate the money. Now the main source of government income is taxation. Taxation means income tax and other various kind of taxes. That is the main source of government income, right? So how does the government use it? In the public loan policy, so how does the government use it, that we are going to see. First, government decreases supply of money by reducing its own expenditure as much as possible. See, here also during this particular epidemic time, government have stopped some of the unnecessary expenses that they were incurring every year. So in a way they are reducing their own expenditure as much as possible, and due to that the total expenditure of the country will also have an effect of it. What does it do? It postpones such type of plan on which rate of expenditure is high. Some of the plans, some of the schemes on which the expense is high, that will be stopped for a timing, or it will be postponed. Postponed means it will be stopped now, it can be continued in the near future. It's high and not lucrative. Lucrative means attractive immediately, means if those can be avoided, so such kind of things will be stopped. It reduces administrative expenses on unuseful expenditure. Ultimately what will happen? The unuseful expenditure will be stopped. The second is, under taxation policy, government increases taxing. Government increases some of the taxes when the price rise occurs, so that there is reduction in supply of spending money among the people. Now when the price rise, so what will happen? As government increases tax, people will stop spending more. As they will stop spending more, the supply of the spending amount of the people will also reduce. Due to that, the income tax, the company tax, property tax are raised. That will help the government to control the prices. Export is controlled, and because of imposition of high rates, what they will do? They will impose high rates of tax on export, and that's why they can control the expensive things being brought from other country by right, and imported goods. Cost of import goods also rises, so import sinks, and due to this, as things from outside will not be brought, and due to that our foreign currency will not be going outside, and that will also help to control the price rise. Next is public loan policy. Under the public loan policy, government tries to limit total expenditure of society by issuing loans or bringing schemes like compulsory saving plans. Government brings some kind of compulsory saving plan where the people have to go for compulsory saving, and that will help to create a type of tendency in the people to save money. It is it takes different encouraging steps to encourage people to make savings. It gives various kind of schemes for the government, right, to the people, so that they start saving the money, and due to which what will happen, the rate of public debt, okay, decreases. Government helping, like giving subsidies, and government will also give subsidies and other things, increasing the proportion coverage of direct taxes, impose heavy taxes on goods which are used by rich people. Okay, what government will do, they will impose heavy taxes on things that are used by rich people and luxurious item, because of which their production sinks, and ultimately the production of those items goes down. Sinks means goes down, and production of necessary or basic goods increases. Thus, with these steps, proportion of income in hand will reduce, and due to this what will happen, ultimately the income in the hand will go down. As a result, the demand of the goods will decrease, and finally the prices. Again, the rule of economic comes here. As the demand goes down, the prices will also go down. Okay. The third topic with which the prices can be controlled is control of capital investment. Capital is money investment. In order to see that capital investment behind unnecessary or unuseful luxurious item reduces, license or permit system is implemented, and government encourage such type of capital investment in which production form of agriculture and industrial good increase. So what does government do? Government implements license or permit for certain kind of investment, and due to which the investment in those kind of things will be stopped or reduced. Instead, it will give support to investment which is made in the form of agriculture or industrial products, and that will help to generate new money into the market, new investment into the market. Betting oriented capital investment reduce, and ultimately what will happen, betting or speculated capital investment goes down. Production of essential goods increases. Okay. Production capacity increase. Such encouraging steps should be taken where increase in rate of interest saving instinct is encouraged, so that capital investment increases. Such type of effort have to be undertaken. So this way the government controls the prices, and these are the steps taken by the government. Next is the price regulation and rationing. Okay, you might have heard about the ration shops. So here the government regulates the price and does the rationing. Public distribution system, that is called as PDS in short form. One of the steps of control price lies in public distribution system, which has been implemented in India since 1917. The objective which is to provide to low income group of society. See, what is the main objective, is to provide right things at a very affordable price to the low income group. Remember this word, low income group. Okay, that is people with very less income, people living below poverty line, and people of low income group with essential commodities. Okay, through rationing they provide essential commodities at a very reasonable rate through fair price shop, that is FPS, it means ration shops. Today approximately 4.92 lakh fair price shops are there. Prices at these shops are less in comparison to the prices of the open market. So prices are very less, okay, in comparison to the open market. Government pays the difference. Now the prices is less. Why? Because the government pays the difference between the original price and the rate at the price shops. Okay, just take an example. Rice is given at 2 rupees kg at a fair price shop. Okay, now the original price of rice is say 12, example, this is example, 12 rupees per kg. So government will pay 10 rupees out of their own pocket, right, out of their own pocket to provide this rice at 2 rupees kg to the poor people, right. In this way the fair price shops work. Okay, so I hope you understood this particular concept. In this way the fair price shops are working into the society. Okay, so government pays the difference, right. This amount is called subsidy, that is called subsidy. This public distribution system has become a boon, that is a great thing to maintain the living standard of poor people in the situation of artificial scarcity, hoarding and black market. Due to this, the poor people can sustain in this hard times also, in which price rise considerably. The success of this system is mainly dependent on the setting up of an effective administrative mechanism for the availability and distribution of required quality and quantity and social commodities and honest in nature shop. Okay? But ultimately, this all is on the nature of the shopkeeper. If he is good, then the real benefit will reach to the really poor people and the needy one. But sometimes it happens there is also corruption there, and due to that, the people who are actually needing doesn't get the required amount of attention. The next topic is administrative price mechanism system. See, administrated price mechanism system to prevent hoarding and to maintain this price of essential goods at reasonable level and to ensure their easy availability. The government fixes the price of the commodity. What does the government do? They fixes the price. Okay. Now you might have seen many a times, right? There is on the product MRP is written. Now what does MRP stand for? It stands for maximum retail price. It stands for maximum retail price. That is the highest price including all the tax and everything that the person can take. Okay. So if anyone takes above MRP, that is a crime, and that's why you should be very aware about it. At the same time, there are certain commodities which are used in day-to-day life, so government fixes the price of that also. Okay. If trader sells good at, it asks the trader to sell the goods at fixed price. To keep price under control, the government implemented the Legislation Essential Commodity Act 1995. Okay. Legislation Essential Commodity Act 1995. In the trader does not sell good according to fixed price by the government, it can initiate proceedings under the act and penalize the traders. If the trader does not do, then he can be penalized. Government initiate legal proceedings and undertakes intensive campaigns against hoarding, black marketing, speculations under PASA. Now remember this very important word, PASA. PASA stands for Prevention of Anti-Social Activity Act. PASA is a short form of Prevention of Anti-Social Activity Act. Okay. So if any person is involved in hoarding, black marketing or speculation, that is afwa, okay, that the prices of this particular XYZ commodity will rise in near future and all kind of things, then he can be booked under this particular act. To control price rise, government initiate legal proceedings like regulation of stock commodities kept in the godowns of the traders. Now they have to give a register to see how much stock is into the godown, that is called a stock register. Then they also do the checking, then display of the stock register. When you go to a petrol pump, you might see there is a board on which day-to-day data of how much petrol or products are kept there is written. Okay, what prices will be affected to that, all things is mentioned to it. Then the price register is also kept, and a strict punitive actions, means strict punishment actions are taken if it is not followed properly. Till recently, the price of onion, rice, cotton, cement, edible oils, petrol, diesel, domestic gas, kerosene, sugar, aluminium, iron, steel, railway freight, etc. were regulated under administrative price mechanisms. Till now, till recently it was administrative, but now government have de-administrated that, means they have released some of the prices, like petroleum they have released, and the price of the petrol keeps on changing day to day, right, as per the international market. Even some life-saving drugs also covered under this. Even life-saving drugs, okay, some of drugs means medicines are also covered under this particular act, and their prices cannot be kept very high. Right? Medicines which are taken, people take it on day-to-day basis, like the blood pressure or diabetes or some of the which are to be taken daily, so they come under this. Thus, efforts to control price rise are independent or different from each other but are complementary. See, they are each other but they complementary, they support each other to depend on each other. So rather than scattering one two steps omnibus, okay, omnibus means overall steps will have to be taken only to expect result may be obtained, and then only, okay, not only one but all the steps are taken properly, then only the obtained result or the desired result will be available. So in this particular lecture we saw about the two topics, that is fiscal measures, public loan policies. Then we also saw about the control of capital investment, price regulation and rationing, and the fifth one was the administrative price mechanism.